Good morning, lupus warriors and lupus advocates all around the world. And thank you so much for joining me on today's video. I wanted to pop in and I wanted to talk about a few of my thoughts that I had for today. As you know, I do a lot of journaling. I journal every day. It helps me to keep things in perspective. It helps me to show where things have gotten out of perspective for me, or it helps me to prioritize my life, what really matters in life, and then to make sure to move aside those things that really don't matter. And so as I was journaling today, I got to thinking that, sometimes we feel like due to circumstances or, the distractions that's going on in our lives, we forget what our true purpose in life is. And I think that's $1 million question. What is our purpose in life? Why are we here? And so many of us are searching for that. And sometimes people spend a lifetime searching for, why am I here? But it's $1 million question that can be answered. And so as I journaled today, I thought about that. And these were the thoughts that I wrote down. Before I get into that, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment in the comments section. I wrote down in my journal today all the stuff that we're chasing in this world. Solomon, the wisest man in the Bible, summed it up to, it's all vanity. That's what Solomon called it. This world has a way of pulling at us, getting us off the beaten path, getting us off center, because, today it will offer you this and this. And then tomorrow it'll offer you something different. And so sometimes it's hard to focus because of all the background noise, the distractions, all the chatter that's coming into our eye gates and our ear gates, everything that's going on inside of our mind. It's hard to focus on keeping the main thing the main thing. The world has so much to offer you. It'll offer you fame, job opportunities, more money, more money in your bank account, notoriety, popularity, houses, boats, cars, fame. It will offer you all of those things. But then tomorrow, it will offer you something else. Or it will tell you that you need to do a little bit more, that there's another level you need to get here. Just when you think you've made it, you've arrived, then life turns around and tells you, nope, there's another level. There's another hoop that you have to jump through. And I just wanted to talk about, in times of when we feel like, our purpose in life has been lost, that there is an answer. There is an answer to that $1 million question. And you are here for a purpose, and you are here for so much more. But it's not the things that we think it is. It's not all the stuff that we're chasing, in which Solomon referred to as vanity. Our purposes, it can get lost in the middle of not feeling good enough, or feeling as though I'm not, excuse me, feeling as though I'm not doing enough, or feeling that my circumstances is stopping me from doing or being all that I could be. But I came to encourage you today that whenever not good enough, not enough, or circumstances come knocking at your door, making you feel like you've lost your life purpose, or you don't know what your life purpose is, then think about this. And Solomon said this in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5. He said, leave the world better than you found it. That's our purpose. That's our measuring stick right there. No matter what you're doing, And even though the world may tell you you're not doing enough, or you're not good enough, or your circumstances, is drowning out what you could be doing, or here's this next level or next hoop that you need to jump through. Solomon said, bring it down, get yourself grounded, make sure you got your foot shored on a firm foundation. And that firm foundation is whatever you're doing, make sure that you're doing it to leave the world better than you found it. That was eye-opening for me this morning when I read that. I didn't know that scripture, that particular verse existed in the book of Ecclesiastes. But when I thought about that, leave the world better than you found it, it brings it to what is our purpose in life. It shines light on it. And for me, it opened up so many doors of opportunities. And what do I mean by that? The doors of opportunities will open when your main focus and your main purpose in life is to leave the world better than you found it. So many opportunities will open up for you. And when you're trying your best to leave the world better than you found it, you won't do any harm. There's no harm in that. You won't be jumping through all of these hoops before you do anything or make any decision or step out onto anything. You will measure it against what I'm doing. Will it leave the world better than I found it? Will it leave the world better than I found it? And so with that, I think that's the answer to the million dollar question. Why am I here? What is my purpose in this life? When you forget or you get sidetracked or you get distracted into thinking you need to be doing this over here, that over there, people telling you should be doing this, or what you're doing is not enough, it's not making an impact, say, hold on, wait a minute. Let me go back to my measuring stick. And this measuring stick is very accurate. It's what I'm doing today, or what I'm going to do tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, the next 10, 15, 20 years. Will it leave the world better than I found it? And to me, that's all she wrote. All right. So thank you so much for joining me on today. Thank you for listening to my thoughts. I hope it gave you something to think about. And I hope that, this word encouraged your heart. Again, the scripture came from, just take time out to read the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 5. And once you read chapter 5, I think you're going to want to read all of the chapters of Ecclesiastes. That's what I'm doing right now. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a blessed and wonderful day. I'll talk to you all soon on the next video. Bye for now, my friends.